Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this Gojira, hamster of power. Gojira, hamster of strength. Gojira. Well, I was gonna do more of a silly song, but it's too early, and I just woke her up. Well, I didn't wake her up. She was in her cage, in her nest, and she was munching and grooming herself and, sticking her foot in her ear and scratching. And she was doing that, just like going, oh. So she was just being just a cutie. And so I wanted to show her off because I love my rodents. But I'm going to put her back into her cage now so that she can do what she wants to do. Thank you very, very much for being so cute and soft and fuzzy. Ta-da! There we go. Boy, it is raining pretty... Well, it's not raining hard yet, but it's raining out there. Boy, oh boy, that's kind of okay. I mean, hopefully it'll be less warm, but on the other hand, my housemates are going to some form of concert today. I don't know how far away they're going, but if it's raining, I mean, if it's an outdoor thing, then that's not going to be any fun. So, but here's hoping it stops raining or isn't raining where they're going, or all I know is they're going to a concert and it's raining, so that's not fun. Last night I finally decided I was going to go for walkies. It got close to like 9:30, or it may possibly even 10 o'clock at night before I decided to go, because I didn't feel bad just sitting. I still walk up and down stairs. I still get up and do squats and do stuff, so it's not like I'm just sitting and doing nothing. Now, sitting is not good for you no matter what. I mean, it's your whole core. It's bad. Sitting is not really good for you at all. Even if you exercise, you're not really stopping the damage that's done when you sit. But anyway, so about 10 o'clock last night, I decided to go walkies. I was just going to walk to the post office and then back. But I got to the post office and then I said, what the hell. I'm just going to walk to Walmart. So I made the 6-mile round trip to Walmart and back. Got back around midnight-ish. Quickly ate something and then just went to bed. And actually, I slept-ish. I mean, I always wake up early from pain, but I slept moderately well until pain woke me up. So that was good. Definitely a thumbs up. I still don't know what to do with my glasses. My eyes and my pupils they're asymmetrical, and that really bugs me. I mean, it's all part of the human experience, but if for me, for my eyes, my glasses look like they are straight across and level for me. And for the rest of the world, people looking at me, it's like, why are your glasses at such a weird angle? So if I try to put them at what looks straight, to me, they're going like this. But it's not a straight view like this. The lenses are like that. So, I can either look like, why don't your glasses fit? It's like, I just have a hangover. So, but it's either that or not be able to see well, and I don't know. It's bothersome, but that's the way things I've had to deal with my whole life because of that. Yay! Joy. I just hope there's nothing wrong with the rest of my wiring. Still, life is life. Past that though, I mentioned the other day how I've got all these things that I want to write. Great big stories. Some of them huge novel length things. But I also said I'm the kind of person that I can just sit down to write that one thing that I've been thinking about forever and then just go off on something else entirely. Well, I was thinking of this one thing that I want to write. It's a fantasy type tale about a planet that is just after 1,000,000,000 and some years of things happening because of there's this finally the level of magic on the world has fallen to a less than toxic level, and actual life can now begin to go there. And so that's 1,000,000 years after that. And so there's all these people, and there's a group that meets, and one of the people comes from one place, and I was thinking about her culture and the place that she comes from, because she's a blue elf from the Thousand Isles. They are navigators, seagoers. And where they are, the Thousand Isles, they've mapped out 30,000 islands, but you can only go so far, because if you go out too far, you never come back. The bay where these islands are is the deeper you go, the bigger it gets. It's bounded but infinite, because the deeper you go, the bigger it gets. And that stuck with me because of a couple other stories that I've read that never hit that exact concept, but so this guy in this particular story, it starts with him. He like enters just a locker, a metal locker. He goes into a room and it's a metal locker. He's being chased. There's bullets. It's some sort of facility. He's in the locker. He shuts it. It's tight, but there's a door in the back, and it's a really narrow stairwell down. But he was around the locker. He couldn't see in it, but it was so narrow that he goes down that into another door that must have opened into a sub-basement, and it just keeps opening into more rooms, more stairwells down, until eventually he finds himself in this complex of corridors and stairwells and rooms, all done in this sort of robin's egg blue. And he comes across people, and some of them were born there, and some of them, well, were just like him, except they didn't enter this place through the facility. It was someplace else, like one guy who was in a hospital trying to get from one side to the other, went into the basements and found himself there. But once you get into the place where the corridors are robin's egg blue, you've passed the event horizon and you can't get back out. You can go up, but the corridors and the stairwells and the rooms are getting tighter and tighter until finally you get into places that you can't go up anymore because it's too small for people to get through. And even if you could, it would just be a smaller room with another smaller stairwell going up. But when you go down, the deeper you go, the bigger it gets. Literally. The bigger it gets. Everything is actually getting bigger, not just more, because it's very mutable, the landscape. Generally, if you get separated from a group, but you can make it back within a few hours, you're usually fine. If it's more than a few hours, you're never seeing those people again. So it's growing outward. But the deeper you go, the bigger it gets. More, bigger, and literally bigger, till eventually stairs are such that if you go down, you're not going to be able to get back up. And the chairs they're monumental. You can't see the top of them anymore. Tables you cannot see the top. They're just dark. And everything is moving inward. So those tiny, tiny rooms and stuff that you can't get to, they eventually become rooms you can. And then pass on into the rooms that are so gigantic. What is the mathematics? What is the physics of this place? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Once you pass the event horizon, you're stuck there. Now, with the person that comes in, he ends up getting tagged with somebody else, and eventually what happens is, for the context of this story, takes the long ride down. Gathers up water, because, hey, you can't reach water sources or food sources. And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger until he's on a gigantic plane. It was a step. Weird stuff. The deeper you go, the bigger it gets. So from this 1,000 Islands thing that I've been working on for like 20 years now in my head, I'm going, gosh, I'm finally going to start working on this. The deeper you go, the bigger it gets. Oh, and then working on that idea for a completely different story and world stuff. And creativity is fun. I enjoy thinking. I can't remember which of the Greek philosophers it was, but they said, of course they used the terms man and such back then because women weren't really considered people. So, but when they said, a man is never as active as when he's sitting and thinking, they mean everybody, but with their society and culture back then, it was nasty. I mean, they kept slaves, and slaves had no rights. If you had to die, you had to die. So, joy. People have been wonderful all of our history. And true, here, music has power. We still do not truly understand. The music itself, it's our wiring in our heads that we don't understand, because everything, it affects people. Of course, we know this. It affects other animals. They have found that like some forms of classical music played to cows and such like that will keep them nice and calm while we do horrific and terrible things to them. And some plants react really, really well to some forms of music. So there is something in our wiring, just as creatures on this physical world, that reacts to music. And it's not music, just itself, because music is just sound waves. There's just something about the combination of making music that does something to pretty much everything on the planet. And that's really, really cool. Speaking of which, of course, down in Brazil, unfortunately, just like here in the United States, where with the current administration we have, they're dismantling all the protections we have on the environment at a terrifying rate, even as we know that doing this is only going to make things worse faster. Down in Brazil, now that they've got he's not a nice fellow, but that I can't remember his exact name, like Bolsonaro. They have accelerated deforestation of the Amazon to the point that they're just about to hit the tipping point where once you do that, even if you stopped, the forests are going to die. We've reached that point. And so who knows what's going to happen in the Amazon. And we're still getting medicines, and it is still incredible for the health of the world, and it's gonna go. Just like this one place I saw that's terrifying what human beings do, down in like New Zealand, where there is a volcano that has like citizenship, and because of that there is a ring around the volcano of places that you cannot cut the forests. And that ring is like the only forest left on the entire island. And that's it. And people are gathered up so tight, and that business wants the rest of that forest. But it's like only 5% of the forest left, and then there's no more forest. All gone. I mean, I don't know. I want humanity to not die off. I want our planet to not die, but good Lord, we are just a blight on this planet. But life is life. I mean, hopefully something good's gonna happen. Hopefully something good is gonna happen. All we can do is hope. Yay. And speaking of hope, I have a boil on the back of my ear right here. I've never had one on my ear, and it really hurts. And then I got a zit right back here, you know, in the flesh of my like neck right under my ear, and that bugs me. And then of course I got this zit right here. I have so many zits on my facial area right now, it's like I'm a teenager again. I hate this. Thumbs up. I'm not even taking my testosterone shots. I can't even blame it on that. It's like I bathe, I wash, that has nothing to do with it as far as diet, well, diet probably, and genetics, so thumbs up. Anyway though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments, my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language with my depression and fibro, I'm getting better, but I can always get better. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and it's a range. No, I've said that part. I'm not reading the comments right now. My memory. But I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as I can. But for right now, just thanking you for leaving me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is, you took the time to leave a comment. Thank you very, very much. Calling up my Chrome. We have... Excuse me. Hopefully I'll remember to edit this out. Ari, or Ari, A-R-Y, thank you very, very much. And Frankie K, greatly appreciated. Zane Gets Gains, thumbs up and thank you. Demonite6661, thumbs up and thank you. Zia Wonder, greatly appreciated. Hi Mista, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Then, ooh, itchy. Then we have Kathy Kitscat, greatly appreciated. Les, or L-E-S, I don't know. You know, there's Les, there's a lot of ways to pronounce that. And then, but thank you very much. And Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Abdullah Michael, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have I Will Miss You Though, thumbs up and thank you very much. Random Person, heck of a name, greatly appreciated. 30 Pilots at the Chemical Blink. That's a lot of names there. Thumbs up. Alive Too Long, greatly appreciated. And H-Man, greatly appreciated. We have Peter Macthiarnen. I have no idea how that should be pronounced, but thank you very, very much. And then we have Alex Davies, thumbs up and thank you. Harrison Smith, thumbs up. And then we have Broken Golden, greatly appreciated. Vegard Tobias Kasserud Bornich, thank you very, very much. I just don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you. And then Ivaners 21. Yep, okay, there we go. Thank you very, very much. Bigfoot's Descendant. I have no ideas if I'm correct or not, but now Miles Troll, thumbs up and thank you. And then last but not least, Palm Spaghetti, greatly appreciated. Hey, somebody touch on my spaghetti. Anyway, though, thank you all so very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, and dealing with real people, and that is a good thing. Even if it's only a text, you're still reading other people's stuff, and that's good. And hey, if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com if you donate to my GoFundMe campaign, or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people. That would be beautiful and awesome. Excuse me. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. 3D House of Pointing at the Webcam. That's from 1970s John Candy and whatever his name is or was, because I think he died from SCTV. Wow, because they used to do 3D House of whatever and go like this toward the camera. Is cheap TV hosts, you know, like 3D House of Syrup. So, anyway, nostalgia time. So I've got this video, I'm going to have a game video, and then tomorrow I've got a song mutilation because I don't want to do them every day. I'm trying to keep them at least somewhat special. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Oh my goodness gracious. Am I going to pad this out to 20 minutes by adding a few more seconds to it? Yeah.